Today I'm trying out a salad that is from the 1950s, and this lady Betty Heller won a independent cookery challenge with her Swedish herring salad. It was actually originated from France, but her Swedish friend gave her the recipe with a Swedish twist, and she won the recipe. She won the challenge. We're gonna start with half an onion, a whole apple, and we're cutting them both in like smaller bite size, so everything kind of has to be the same size, tiny little bits. And she won a bottle of Tuscan oil, and I think I know why, because it was lacking that. Potatoes, I have 7 small boiled potatoes, gonna cut it up at the same size as this. And I'm also boiling 2 eggs, so 2 hard-boiled egg that was gonna go on the top later. Pickles, this is the one I have. It's from Costco. I love it. I do wish the skin was a little bit thinner, so if anyone knows them or someone who works there, let them know that the skin is a little bit too thick, but the juice is delicious. Did you know if you have cramps or muscle cramps or muscle ache, or like if for athletes, for example, it's a long day. Then a shot of pickle juice can relieve those aches. Here I have pickled herring. You can usually find this in the Russian store, but they also sell them in a can in Costco and at Walmart and also at IKEA. I'm using about 3 slices of this, and I'm gonna cut them in half and then into little chunks, just like everything else in the salad. And the recipe also calls for vinegar and what else? Sugar. But I skipped those because both the herring and the pickle already has those ingredients. And if I were to add more vinegar to it, it would have been like extremely sour, which I do like sour, but if you already have that in your ingredient, then there's no need to add it. The recipe also says, optional, that you can add heavy cream to the salad to make it a little more saucy. I didn't add it. I didn't want to. Beets. This is from a can. It's from Aldi. You can have your own beets, steam it or boil it. I'm using the whole can, which is about like 2 whole beets. It would be much easier to cut whole beets, not raw, cooked. It has to be cooked. Than the sliced one, but it worked and it's actually really, really tasty. Black pepper and I think this is just to your taste. So I tried to mix it and I realized I made the mistake that I make every single time, and that is to underestimate the quantity of food I'm making. So this is a very small bowl, so I transferred it to a bigger bowl. I do this every time and I never learn from my mistakes, but it's okay. It wasn't that bad. Not this time. Mixing everything together, and I think if I were to use fresh beets, it would be much more red. Also, the apples give it a really nice freshness and crunchiness. The potatoes are soft, the herring is soft. It really reminds me like Russian Ukrainian salads with beets and the herring. They do the same thing but without the pears, pretty much. And sometimes they also add shredded carrots to it. Putting it into my serving dish and refrigerate for an hour at least. Okay, so the hard-boiled eggs go on top. 2 hard-boiled eggs sliced and placed on top. That's what the recipe says. And then drizzle with chopped parsley. And you know what? It came out really delicious. If you're from Eastern Europe, then it's a very up in your alley salad. Very tasty. It was very good. It was better after it was refrigerated for an hour. I think it's really good. I really liked it, but it was lacking that olive oil. That's why she won the olive oil, I think.